H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over this world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today, today is Thursday. Baby Friday. We are not aired tomorrow, so we consider this our Friday. So we call it Baby Friday, not Big Boy Friday, Baby Friday. And you know what? I There's a lot of stuff happening this weekend, and I can't wait to get it started. But it's gonna be a pretty good show today. So do me a favor while I'm sharing the show, and I know a lot of people are not on yet. And I'm gonna try to find my starting five. The first five people that that comes on the show. And I wanna send some stuff out to them. Let me see. Where my people at? Let me put it, let me see. Have I shared it yet? Where my people at? Hold on. Y'all playing around. Where my people at? Anybody there? Let me see if anybody there. Not there. Let's see. Let me make sure. Hmm. Wait a minute. Let's see. Nobody's popped on yet. But I'll wait. Okay, Keith Avery. I see Keith Avery then popped in there. Malcolm Hall. Thaddeus Moody then popped in there. I guess it just took a little longer than usual. Okay. My guy's there. Yeah, I was getting a little nervous. Chad Growth is in the building, all the way from Phoenix, Arizona. Man, I had a unique phone call this morning, man. Golly, man. Them kind of phone calls just be, y'all don't understand, man. Some of these phone calls I be getting, uh, uh, it's just amazing to me. Um, I get some. What's up, Chad? Chad, let me tell y'all something, man. I got another battery put in my back last night. Uh, when y'all don't understand how just sometimes when people either email you or let me check my email this morning. I'll give you a call and say, Rob, man, I love what you're doing, man. Man, I don't care what nobody. I, I, you know, it's just sometimes it just get to you, Daryl Anderson. That's why I always talk about it and lift you and your wife, uh, Tony up. I love what you're doing. That's why I lift Ray more up. I love what he do. Malcolm Hall, Keith Avery. Man, I'm Pat Chad Growth. I ain't gonna disagree. I ain't gonna agree with you all the time, but I'm gonna lift you up. That is Moody. I'm gonna lift you up. And I got a phone call this morning that just really, you know, uh, unique phone call, and I'm gonna share with y'all in a minute. What's up there, Damon? What's up, Damon? Man, Damon, it's just sometimes, man. Man, I'm just glad to see you. I ain't seen your name in a long time, Damon. Where you been? You all right? Uh, uh, are you, you know that? Because y'all really and truly, if you know, you got to know my heart on some of this stuff. I know, sometimes you got to understand. If you go look up this guy named Joe Madison, okay? When I first got into this radio thing and this broadcasting thing, he was the guy that I used to listen to before I even got on the radio. And he had command of his show. Brian Boatwright. Boatwright, because he said something key. He said, if something happened on this show, people gonna look to me. People gonna look to Jimmy. They ain't gonna look to Eric Boone, they ain't gonna look to Simeon Sims. So I got a responsibility to make sure I'm the conductor of this thing. You follow me, Eric? So sometimes it just sometimes I'm not perfect, and I'm just Robert Hatter. But if you sometimes be mad, charge it to my head, not my heart, cause I don't mean nobody no harm. It's just the way that I do this show. I can't let nobody. I can't let thousands of people just run the show. I got to conduct. I got to be the director. Simeon Sam. I have to be the director. If that's the case, if everybody all over the place, guess what? We ain't gonna make good music. Oh, okay, Damon. I got you. I got you. I got you. Uh, to get our Lady Lions basketball program rocking. I love that. I love that, Dame. Um, but it's just, sometimes I just like to sit and share stuff, especially on a day like this. It's raining outside. Sometimes I just like to just share stuff with y'all, man. When I learn stuff, I put it in my notes. Cause I travel, I read, I travel, I read, I travel, I read. Oh, you like that shit? Oh, okay, all right. uh, uh, and some of this stuff I just be wanting to share with y'all, man. I'm serious. I look up, right. Hold up. I just put in Chop Shop, right? Uh, just put in Chop Shop, and I just be and I got notes that I be wanting that I even talk about sometime, um, like this one. Oh wow! Oh my goodness, y'all! I'm serious, y'all. It's just stuff that I just want to share with y'all. But one thing though, I really want to share with y'all, and for those of you who are joining us for the first time, uh, we have a consistent goal here on the Chop Shop, and our goal is to intentionally, provocatively, on purpose, we choose to walk right in the middle of the world's messiest intersection. The world's busiest intersection, that space that includes issues on race, sports, politics, culture, grassroots basketball, and high school I mean, all kind of pro basketball, and we sit in the middle of this intersection, y'all, right? And we build on it, and we debate on it. We talk about things, and after spending some time learning about the issues and figuring out what we gonna do, then we get up and dust our hands and get ready to put this stuff into action. I be wanting y'all to put this stuff into action. Because what I do, I sit here and think about my life, right? And what I do, I try this stuff out. I try this stuff out, Brandon Weefall. And I know the Chop Shop was born out of the barbershop conversations. The Chop Shop, chopping it up in the Chop Shop, chopping it up in the barbershop, right? But I don't want to be the one in the barbershop, right? I don't want to be the one in the barbershop and it's just in a circle of conversation, right? I want to be outside the barbershop, building whatever we need to go next to do. You follow me? I don't just want to, whatever the words, we shouldn't just keep these words right here and keep what we're doing right here. That's why we support golf tournaments. That's why we go out in the community and support Father's Day this weekend. June 15th, Father's Day. Tomorrow night, Fundy starts. 6 o'clock, 2 o'clock on Saturday, it starts. 12 o'clock on Sunday, it starts. No Excuses Pro-Am. Got a place where you can just come and watch. Today, I don't know about the rain, but today, because they ain't told me they canceled, today from 1 to 3, your son can come up and hoop from 1 to 3 for free. Ain't got to pay nothing. Just come and hoop. Open gym, just play. Come in and build his own reputation. See, it's just not my ministry to just go and sit and pontificate with folks that really not building anything. When I'm talking to y'all, I'm trying to build something. I want to know that something is going to happen after these conversations, Brand, Damon, Eric. I'm talking to Brian, Damon, Keith. Share the show. You got to understand, man, we can't just do it with us. I'm going to need 20 more Damons. I'm going to need 100 more Simeon Sims. I'm going to need 30 more big coaches. I'm going to need some more Ray Moores. I need a Memphis presence. I want to know that something is going to happen after these conversations. Y'all feeling me? I want to know when I put something up on the board like this. Hold up, let me put it up on the board. When I put something on the board like this, talking about a golf tournament July the 3rd that we need to come and support, I want to know that people going to just not talk about it, but they're going to scan that QR code and do something about it, give a play in the tournament. You following me? You know, people be. I went to speak somewhere, and the lady said, "Oh, you just sit and enlighten the whole room." See, it was a light bulb moment for them people when I went to speak to them. That's why you just can't invite me anywhere to talk. Cause when I go, I'm gonna make something happen. I love the fact that we want to make moves with what we talk about. I need to make a difference. We got to make a difference, Brandon. We fall. Make that as a note to yourself. And at least here on this particular show, there's always a goal to educate. We gonna entertain, we gonna talk crazy, we gonna mess with each other, but our goal is to educate. There's a goal to look back, to move forward. There's a goal to inspire and to motivate. Somebody called me this morning, a young man that I helped get into a camp. He feeling better about himself now. Eric Harris. The young man is feeling better, confidence, everything. He's feeling better about himself now. Y'all, basketball is a great game. That's why I don't want these people to mess up the game for y'all with all of these lies and fake offers and treating you bad in your program. Basketball is a great game that can take you, if you're good enough and you're smart enough, can take you all over the world. You follow me? There's a goal when we come together. I'm grateful. I love the tension, the continuing. Attention is there. The tension between thinking, reflecting, and being in conversation, which leads to community. Yo, this is a community. I know some of y'all say, I got to do something. I got to watch Chop Shop for a little while. And sometimes it can be frustrating. We have an explosion foundation and dialogue in this space. Yes. We're all different. Share the show with people who you might not even think, hey, man, you need to watch this. Hey, man, you need to watch this. Yes, we gonna have explosive foundations and dialogue on this show. But see, that affords us a measure of tilting that balancing act in the direction of thoughtfulness. That's what education should do. All you educators, y'all should be saying, "You right, Robert, this is what we supposed to be doing." We know that. At the same time, though, we live in a world where that fight over control is increasingly, Eric Boone, shaped by disinformation and propaganda that has a purpose. They got to keep us divided. They got to keep you distracted. They got to keep you looking away from. Don't go watch the Chop Shop. You watch that show. You have to, don't watch that show. All they do is argue. Him and Jimmy. Don't watch. Boy, but you're going to miss something. We find ourselves in this space with an idea where we've talked about it, but what are we going to do about it? For a week and a half, I know I've been talking about this. And I know I've been talking about the No Excuses program. What are we going to do about it? Talking about it is a form of, let's do something about this stuff, y'all. Y'all got me? You know, every now and then, I just think about the time that I spent time I can never get back. Time you can never get back. That's why I always try to have something to talk to y'all about. All the time. And I thought about something, and I'm gonna leave it here. I want us to avoid the Negro naysayers. I got this from Joe Madison. The person who finds a problem in every solution, a problem for every solution. These people don't build, they destroy. They don't love, they hate. They don't defend, they attack. Because deep down in they don't believe that black people are capable of building anything. And the problem is, we got these black celebrities whose voices are louder and stronger than everyday people, than everyday hardworking black people. So the media will have these, I call them white supremacists in black skin, trying to speak for us. Yes, I said it. But shout out to Indiana Pacers. Last night, who was with the Pacers with me last night? Who else was who was with me last night? I know I remember Big Coach. Big Coach said, "Hatter, I'm wherever you going tonight, I'm with you." Who was with the Pacers? Who thought the Pacers would have would have won that game last night? Talk to me. But we're gonna talk about that. Who thought? Who give me the people. Y'all don't be scared. It's okay. It's okay. We got I think I just didn't uh oh, you said Eric, yeah, Eric. I think Eric said Pacers. Yeah, Eric. Who else? Who else, y'all? Where my Pacers at? Who who thought OKC was just gonna come in and sweep these people? It's okay. This is a safe space. Talk to me now. I'll get to it in a minute. But ladies and gentlemen, I got a phone call this morning from one of my favorite high school coaches. Uh, you know, we're just talking about how we talk about. Just send it to me, big coat. We talk about coaching. He ain't the state. He ain't did this in the state, man. Ain't but one person gonna win the state. What what did you impart in my son? What do you impart in my son as a coach? Y'all got to realize, I don't remember all of my teachers, but I remember every last one of my coaches. That man said, I thought OKC in 5. Well, that can't happen. I thought, okay, I understand. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But I was just thinking, the man called. We just talking about what we impart. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, man. I got to tell you a story again. I'm at the Pro-Am game last year, and one of the kids that played on my summer basketball team, and I wasn't the coach. I was the owner. I was the owner. And Travis, when the young man said, Coach Adam, come here, man. I want you to meet somebody. And he introduces me as a man that helped change his life. Introduced me to this beautiful girl. I don't take stuff. That meant something I put in this young man's life. I put the words and whatever happened, I made an impression on him. That's what I think about coaches. Bruce Glover, one of the greatest coaches. I know what he imparts in these young men's lives. Yes, y'all be mad. Wait, he winning in life. See, I always tell y'all, a person don't have to win a ring for me. That's for y'all. My boy Scotty Scheffler just stepped on the tee, y'all. Y'all, U.S. Open on. If you ain't wondering about me, if I look this way, look up like this, I'm watching Scotty Scheffler. Yo, when we have a chance, Sunday, we gonna have a chance to impart in people's lives on Father's Day. He said, I don't think OKC is going to sweep. I didn't think but last night the Pacers bench outplayed. You said, I didn't think OK was going to sweep. Well, you know they couldn't have swept because they lost the first game, Travis. But, so what are you saying, Travis? I mean, y'all, Travis got this old diplomatic answer so he can just stay in the middle. He said, I'm a coach, but I'm also a farmer planting seeds. I like that. Looking for a harvest of flowers. We get some weeds sometimes, of course. I had to tell that man the other day, man, get them weeds up out of there. Up out of there, man. I need them weeds up out of there, buddy. I like that. Wait, more. Let me put that on the screen. So somebody might want to screenshot that. But when I listen to these guys and he just telling me, man, I listen to you, man, all the time. Man, y'all, I don't take this for granted. The coach said, oh, his whole season, he was telling his young players at Bel Air High School, I trust you guys. I trust you guys to make plays. I trust you guys to do it. I trust you guys. And guess what? They in turn, I trust you, coach. That's why they went so far. So for the rest of these kids' life, they're going to have a moment in their life where they have trusted somebody. So they're going to learn how to trust, and somebody going to learn how to put themselves in a position somebody can trust them. That's teaching. That's coaching. You summer coaches, y'all got a responsibility too. Coach, the stuff that I'm hearing about y'all, they're good. But guess what? You got time to turn it around? My niece in the building. What's up, Tamika? You got time to turn it around. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, I'm talking to a high school, a heralded high school coach in Houston. He just called me this morning and said, man, I just want to tell you, man, during my prayer, you was on my mind. And me and him don't talk every day, but boy, if he need me, he know he can pick up the phone and call me. And you know what's so ironic about this situation? It was a crossroads in our relationship. Well, some things happened because my son used to play against his school, and some things happen on the floor, and it gets so competitive out there. Some things that I didn't see, and my son was mad because I didn't see. I wasn't paying attention to the game, and my son just can't stand the school that my partner work at. Couldn't stand. I mean, even the man said, "Man, I'm gonna give you the gym. You need to work out." My son said, "I refuse to work out in that gym." The rivalry was so heated between Bel Air and West Side. But me and this man remained friends. So that he picked up the phone this morning and called me and just telling me, man, I love what you're doing on this show. What he did is put another battery in my pack. Because sometimes, y'all, Frank, I get tired. Tamika, Monday through Thursday, 2 hours a day of original content. I'm bringing, people tell me concrete, recreating content every day. So those the kind of things that we got to start sowing into this community, man. Instead of discourse, let's get a little bit more together. It's not. I mean, you ain't got to agree with. Like I told you, me and this man don't agree on everything. Travis, most parents in my position would want to go and do something to the coach, cuss the coach out. No, the man called me, man. I was wrong. I said, okay. Now my son, my son still ain't forgave him. He still ain't forgave him. He just somehow bless his little heart. But I started watching that movie last night, Straw. I watched it a little bit last night. Ladies and gentlemen, I love that movie. I watched it until she went into the bank. And I had to turn it off because I got to get up some more. I'm an emotional guy. Y'all, and I feel for people. But to all you people who talking about Tyler Perry, man, let me tell y'all something. That stuff right there happens. Now, if you don't want to relive it, you probably have been through it, but that stuff, everything that he did, it happens. Ladies and gentlemen, I couldn't watch. I'm serious. I stopped when the bank was closed and the lady, she put the bloody, she didn't mess with the other money. She put them hot check. She wanted to come check. She could have took the. Y'all, I'm telling the movie. I shouldn't be telling the movie. But you should have saw it by now. And they let her in. I cut it off. Because I just couldn't handle it. I just couldn't handle no more. I had enough. I had enough. I love the content, knowledge, point of view, and experience you bring and share with the community. It's needed and appreciated. That's my baby. See, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking. See, that's another battery in my backpack now. I'm ready to go. But watching this movie last night, and I was just thinking, I just thinking, I said, what is wrong with these people talking about Tyler Perry? What y'all don't like about him? Y'all don't like because he's a billionaire? Y'all don't like because he just he'll send his plane to go pick up Eric Harrison and his family sometime? Yeah, what y'all don't like about? Y'all don't like because he put on a dress? Just don't you put on no dress. My son ain't put on no dress, and he done seen how. If your son put on a dress because of Tyler Perry, he wanted to put on a dress anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Perry don't paint his nails. There's dudes out here painting their nails. In the NBA, in the NFL. Matt Shue said he think I'm a cool dude. Matt, you know you the coolest. Matt, thank you. Hey, that's my swing coach right here, y'all. If you ever be wondering, Matt, I got a gallery now, Matt. When I'm on the driving range at a certain golf course, Matt, they just got around. They just got around, just want to see. They just want to see, see that magic that you helped create. That's Matt Shue, PGA professional. He got me hitting that. Like everybody, when they said, well, man, how you hitting this ball like that? I said, you got to call Matt Shue. You know? Now, I don't know if he's going to have you hitting it like me. But he'll have you looking better than you've been looking, though. But you got, man, hey, man, let me tell you something. He is the most positive. I mean, he had me laughing. Y'all, the last time I went, he was looking. He said, "Man, what you been doing? That ain't the swing. That ain't your swing. I don't know what you see. I've been around these. I've been around these 90 shooters. You know, I've been around a whole mat. My problem is I haven't been around enough good golfers, man. I need to get back around my good golfers. I'm around these 90 shooters and 100 shooters, and yeah, and that's why my swing was looking like that. But guess what? You got me on the right track. I keep your notes in my phone, and whenever I get to the driving range, I try. And the other day, you know, I put on a stripe show out there in the hot sun. So it's thank you, y'all. If anybody know of me, I got a love for the game of golf, and golf helped me through a lot of bad times in my life. It helped me do a lot of stuff that, you know, it helped me. Because when I'm on the golf course, I don't think about nothing. You follow me? Nothing. But she said, I was telling somebody about you this weekend over a conversation about golf. I told them they don't want to see my uncle. Like, that's right. They don't want to see us. Baby, I'm just telling you, they don't want to see. Right now, they don't want to see me. Now, if they'd have called me before Matt got hold of me the other day, Matt, and all I did was got a checkup. I know when I need a checkup. At least I was smart enough to say, I need to go see Matt. You know, some people, well, I don't want to go see him. I'm swinging good. I'm swinging good. No, I knew something was wrong. Yeah, sometimes you got to go to the swing doctor. Matt is my swing doctor. Tyler Perry claiming a whole girlfriend. Yes, Tyler Perry claiming a girlfriend. And he got a son. He got a kid too. Son. But back to this movie. But Taraji P. Henson said something, and I want to share it with y'all. Share the show. She said something, and I want to share it with y'all. Did I? Watch this.
There's this discourse right now about Tyler Perry portraying Black women in struggle. What do you have to say about that discourse and having that firsthand experience of getting to know the characters that you've been able to play?
Are you embarrassed by this? Does it strike a chord? Are you triggered by it? Then examine that. because this is real. What are we supposed to sweep these people under the carpet to be forgotten? They need stories as well. And I'm sorry that we have a lot of trauma within our culture, but in order to heal, you got to discuss it, whether I'm in the movie or not. I can identify with the characters that he writes. I can see, if not myself, people that I know. It's real. It's us.
Yeah. What is something that you want Black women in particular to take away from this film?
That we are stronger in numbers. We benefit each other when we're there for each other. Just a force of nature when we stick together.
There's this
A force of nature when we stick together. Chop Shop, we got to stick together. We are a force of nature. Tamika, I don't know if you knew this. I was thinking about this. We could talk about it right now. We can talk about it right now. Check this. Everybody. This weekend, June the 15th, No Excuses Pro League celebrating Father's Day. I want all the fathers, the fathers, you bring your daughters, bring your daddies, daughters, bring your boy, bring everybody to the, it started at 12 o'clock. The game started, you're going to see free basketball. You're going to get a chance to, the fathers and their kids eat free. Let me repeat that. The fathers and the kids eat free. A great weekend. We're going to just go in there and just show up and show out. Father's Day, man. Let's celebrate the fathers. Even if you don't have, let me tell you something. All you coaches, all you mentors, all you guys that do stuff, man, y'all been fathers to a lot of these kids around here. We celebrating you too, man. We celebrating you too. You are a father in some capacity also. So I can't wait. The pro-am start on Friday. Friday, I think it's 6. Saturday at 2, and on Sunday at 12. But Sunday, we are celebrating Father's Day. Okay. All right, everybody got it. And I'm gonna give you a little something a little bit later. We'll talk about. She said, "I don't understand why we can't support each other. It's something. I absolutely love Taraji. My bucket list is to work with this woman. Yes, that's a good. You know what? I was thinking about her this morning. Taraji P Henson. And I had opportunity. You know how you have opportunities to meet people? Man, you ain't thinking about that. That man said Pacers in 5. You know what? But I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't like to bother people, man. Cause I knew somebody that she was seeing, and nah. Sometimes I just leave it alone. But if I was in the if I had something that I wanted to do with her, I would love to have her a part of something, because she seemed like she gets it. She seems like she get it, and she understand. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Remember, it's Men Health Month too. Yes, yeah. Thank you, Tamika. She's just helping the guys out all the way around. But let me get back to my regular scheduled program. The pacemakers, I called them Pacers last night. Eric Bowen, so eloquent, put them up there, said Pacers in 5. You know what, Eric, you're going to make me talk about this, man. And I was thinking about something. I was thinking about this game last night, right? We got to get over it. I don't know if Eric is kidding, because he's a brunsexual. He loved the Lakers, so, and I can't believe he's saying the Pacers in 5. But we got to get over the Pacers. This team is pretty good. I was with a few of my friends last night. We was watching the game, right? And I was telling them exactly what was about to happen. I was telling them Ben Mathurin is about to have a good game. I was talking about, if the game is close, the Pacers going to win. These guys better blow the Pacers out. Because if it's close, the Pacers are used to winning close games, and OKC is usually having blowout games. We was just talking. We was just talking about the game last night, right? Stop it, man. Eric Bowen. Eric Bowen. So This team is not gonna roll over. All you OKC fans, because everybody was OKC. I was the only one for them, for the Pacers last night. And I would never in my life thought I never cheered for the Pacers in my life. I just don't like OKC. Something about them I don't like. I don't know. Maybe because they traded James Harden and wouldn't pay James Harden a long time ago. Maybe that's the reason. But when they didn't pay him, he came to Houston, so that was kind of cool. But what I'm watching, the Pacers has a rhythm in these series. I watched them in the first round. I watched them in the second round. They got a certain rhythm. Ladies and gentlemen, down the stretch, they made every play, every hustle play, every sharp, precise play. They made it. Right? While the Thunder seemed like they ran out of gas. They just didn't have that extra oomph. The must-have 50-50 balls. See, 50-50 balls ain't got nothing to do with how great you are. You being an MVP. That's just the ball right here, the ball in the middle. Who gonna go get it? 50-50. Stop it. Stop it. See, I'm watching y'all. Y'all killing me. I'm gonna stop looking at y'all tweets until I get through talking. I mean y'all comments. But y'all, let me tell y'all something now. The Thunder looked exhausted last night. They looked kind of flat-footed. Did y'all see? See, y'all, I was watching. I think they lost track. I think what it was, Eric Bournes, Eric Bournes and Eric Harris, all my Erics. All this for all my Erics. Eric Bourne, Eric Harrison, and Eric Boone, and Tina. Tina. I think they lost track of the little things, Tina. The Pacers ran. Yo, a few weeks ago, I was going to say something to y'all about what's missing for me in the playoffs this year. Nobody, no tip back dunks like the Dominique Wilkins. Like, see, my partner named Michael Douglas, we became famous up here in Houston when we first got to Houston because he always gonna sneak and dunk back on somebody. He dunked on your boy Akeem Olajuwon, y'all. And he was 6'2". And Akeem went up for a rebound, for a defensive rebound, and Mac went up for the offensive rebound and came up over and just put him in the rim, right? That's how we that dunk got us famous in Houston. So we came from Memphis now. So they lost track of the little thing, Erics. I watched it. The Pacers going to get offensive rebound, Obi Toppin, two-handed. That don't happen in the playoffs. Untouched. Go back through the whole playoffs. Y'all ain't seen no putback dunk like that. Because everybody blocking out. The little things. Mr. Katie, the little things. No, man, you can't talk about Golden State fans now. No. I love Golden State. I love the Dodgers. Now, you can have OKC. But let me, I was thinking about something. That's unacceptable in an NBA Finals game. The two-hand dunk. Did nobody block him out? Chet Holmgren was just looking. They was ball watching. I think, and y'all help me now. Where my Eric's at? I think playing the Pacers kind of wear the other teams down, both mentally and physically. Y'all talk to me. I think there's something about having to remind yourself, y'all watch this, every single time to get back on defense, every single time. You got to come back. I got to get back. I got to get back. That's mentally taxing. Because ain't nobody you have never played like this fast. You follow me? You have to remind yourself of the constant actions and the movements. Is this guy going to drive it? Is this guy going to shoot it? The unpredictability of it all. The Pacers, y'all got to see this crazy stuff that they're doing. I sit there and watch it. I sit there and watch it again, Eric, and again. Who would I take? 101, Mike Beasley, and which call? We'll talk about that in a minute. We'll talk about it. I got to think about that one. That was a good one. But let me finish talking about this first. Let's stay on task. The Pacers are physical, more physical than OKT. No. I ain't going to agree with that. Lou Dort, wild ass Caruso. No, they ain't physical. They ain't more physical. I'm not saying that. They got out physical last night, but I wouldn't say overall they more physical. Had Indiana the best 3-point shooting team in the playoff, and most cases they don't blow them out, they gonna lose because OKC don't play good in close games. Thank you, Mr. Katie. I just said all of that before you came on the show, but good. I'm glad you're thinking like me today. But they're unpredictable. They don't see against this team. Y'all watch the next game. You don't get to rest your mind when you're going to play against the Pacers. You don't get to rest your mind. I was just thinking about that. Thad Moody, I forgot to talk to you. I forgot. You don't get to rest your mind, man. By the time the fourth quarter come around, the Thunders were over it. Man, I'm done. They paid extra attention to Shea. He had 6 turnovers last night. Is he your king? Is he your MVP? Close games favor the Pacers. Mr. Katie just said it. You know what they were doing? They was disrupting the Thunder at the point of attack. I call it the line of scrimmage. Scotty Scheffler just threw one in there, y'all. I'm sorry. I told y'all I'm watching this golf game up here too. They disrupt the Thunder right at the point of attack. When Shea, they were more aggressive with their hedges. They just didn't let Shea turn the corner and then do his little wizardry. He got away sometime because he's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. But in the fourth quarter, can I tell you what your MVP had? 3 points, 1 for 3 from field goal, 1 rebound, 0 assists. In the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter now. Your MVP. Where Kevin Freeman at? Where is he at? So hold on. Somebody just text me. Hold on. He said that Ruff gonna keep scores low. Oh yes. But JJ Spawn just he in the clubhouse, he shot a 66. He 4 under. That's good for this. But the weather gonna get a little bit back. That was a good score. He shot 4 under. And Rory, I love Rory McIlroy, man. He just pissed me off. Y'all, I'm gone. That man said Rory had to work for them 24. I mean, Shea had to work for them 24. Yes, he did. But y'all, they asked Rick Fox and Iman Shumpert about what intangibles does it take to win a championship. and I'm gonna share it with y'all. Hold on. I don't know what I'm doing, man. I didn't hit them, man. That's just crazy. He said, "There's no more big three. There's a Big Ten, and they all got to be good." That's a good one, Mr. Katie. Boy, that was a good one. You're right, absolutely right. But it was talking about the tangibles, y'all. And I hope our young kids are hearing this out here. Intangibles that it take to win a championship. He said, Rick Fox, I think, he said, you will find out what players have the ability to take something. Eric, my Erics, Travis, Mr. Katie, Ivan Petty. You will find out what players have the ability to take something. You don't win championships. You don't back into championships. You have to take it. Somewhere inside a number of these players, he said, is the will not only to win, but to not go down as a loser. He said you're going to see the physicality, as Eric said, ratcheted up last night. Whoever you see doing that has the edge. Iman Shumpert, he came on there. You know, he probably going crazy because he lost his wife. He said, there's got to be some dysfunction. Somebody on your team got to be dysfunctional. You got to have your Ron Artest. You got to have your Patrick Beverly. He said that. I'm just telling you, dysfunctional dogs. Got to be a little off. Somebody on your team. Like Lou Doran. Yeah. Who's that? Mathurin. But Mathurin ain't did. See, Mathurin, problem with Mathurin powder a lot. He remind me of Jonathan Kuminga. When they ain't playing, he one of them damn powders. And then he's kind of quiet too. Too damn serious for me. He one of them dudes that, you know. Oh, Ken Gamble, you like that, huh? Ken Gamble, me too. That's why I'm sharing it with you. He said, I heard a stat this morning. The Pacers are 14-0 in this playoff when they score at least 100. That's a good one, Mr. T. Brink. It's a good one when they score at least 111 points. Yeah, well, then we'll keep scoring at 111 points. He said, then the fourth quarter stats like some James Harden T-Mac stats. And for man, we ain't talking about James Harden T-Mac right now, man. Let's leave James Harden out. You know how I love him. You know it hurt me anytime somebody say something about it. It hurt me when they said something about you. All right, see, I ain't gonna let nobody say nothing about you. McConnell get on my nerves. Yes, he get on my nerves. He get on my nerves. I'd have to whoop him. You know who I want to see McConnell play against? The kid from Boston. What's the kid from Boston that comes off the bench shooting all the threes? That's why I want to see that. I like that matchup. What's the kid from Boston? God, I got his name. It's probably the name. But y'all saw something last night about your boy Shea. Well, I'm a Shea lover. I like Shea too. But I saw something about old Shea last night. He hold the ball for 13 seconds and breaks a contested long two and immediately get blown by on the other end. Pass the ball and play some defense, man. Watch this, y'all.
To Siakam, the drive, the finish. Again, still plenty of time with multiple timeouts left.
I'm messing with you, babe. I'm messing with you guys. But no, you can talk about whoever you want to, man. Except Steph Curry. You can't say nothing about Steph Curry. But yeah, Peyton Pritchard. Yeah. I like to see them two go at it. I just like to see them go at it. But did y'all see what I'm just saying? Did y'all learn something about that? You had the ball for 13 seconds, man. 8 for 24 seconds in the clock. You had it for 13 of them seconds, then you brick a contested 2, and then don't get back. Y'all, that was a crucial point of the game. Hold on, let me get myself off the screen so y'all can see what the time of the game was. That was a crucial part of the game. Y'all watch this.
Again, still plenty of time with multiple timeouts left.
Hold on. Let me move my name out. Can I get my name out of the way? Hold on. Look what time that was. Put my name back up there, y'all. No, I don't need it up there. I don't care. Y'all see that? Y'all see how crucial that basket was? 13 seconds, you're holding the clock, ball, everybody else just ball watching. And you shoot a contested step back 2. Don't do that, kids. I'm coming to the U of H camp this one. Don't do that. U of H having a team camp this weekend. Don't do that. Y'all got me? Uncle Rob, I got to come in that neighborhood. I got to give me some Frenchies tomorrow. All right, I left that alone. I just like to show that. I like to show that. Man, come on, man. You know me. You my dude, man. You right there with all them. It's Odyssey. These my favorite player. Odyssey, Steph, James Curry. James Harden. I said James Curry. I'm something else. Right? But Odyssey. What else I had? I got so much for y'all. Y'all, let me see. Let me go to my list. Cause you know, y'all, I'm old. But y'all, I got to get this out the way. I got to get it out the way. Cause I saw something. And I saw something because we was talking about Coco Golf. We saw this so loser, that late girl, Sabalenka, who was talking crazy to her. But Andrea Pekovic, a golfer, a tennis player, she had an analyst of Coco Golf's game and the French Open final. It was so good, I got to read it to you. So y'all can understand the next time y'all playing a little tennis, and next time somebody talking about Coco Golf, y'all finna be the smartest people in the nail shop, in the barber shop. The next time somebody talking about Coco, y'all bring up this conversation right here. This is what Petrovic said. She said, what casual tennis fans, and sometimes the world number one, she was talking about Sabalenka, don't realize about Coco Golf game is that it's not only her court coverage, because they say she fast, that make her so hard to play. It's something extremely different, and I would know because I lost to her when she was 15 years old. She said her biggest strength, I don't know if y'all done heard this, her biggest strength is the fact that she recognizes short balls. That mean the balls that are, not hit back to me. I have to get to the net, a shorter ball. She recognized short balls quicker than anybody else, and is up there on them balls within a fraction of a second. Even if she doesn't hit a winner, y'all watch this, right off the bat, she takes time away from you. And over the course of the match, it puts the subliminal notion in your mind that you're not allowed to drop shot anything short, because she can get to it. So you increase your baseline level pace. The risk goes up then. She was talking about, I was just missing shot. I had unfocused. No, the risk goes up then. The percentage of shot making goes down. And now the court has not only shrunk on the sides, but also from front to back. And you find yourself aiming at the tiniest little margins on every single ground stroke you hit. Then she said, look at it this way. Boy, I love this, y'all. I'm telling y'all, this is the best analysis. Nobody on TV said this the other night. I had to go find this for y'all, because I know y'all love Coco. Son, she said, look at this way. The unforced errors hit by Coco's opponents when she's playing well are actually forced. Because the girl said, I just hit 70 unforced errors. No, baby, it was forced. Right? Except they are not forced by Coco's previous shot. Watch this. Which is what they usually go into the stats about forced error statistics. That's the shot you just hit, right? But they are forced by the entirety of her game and present on the other side of the net, and by the choices she had made 20 minutes prior to the point of you netting your forehand. She said the panic on Sabalenka's face was caused by stress. And stress is the body's response to a challenging situation your system is not sure it can overcome. Watch this. The smaller the court on the other side got, the higher your stress levels felt for you, Ariana. The match was a summary. Wait a minute. The match was a summary of the match. Ooh, I like that. Ariana, what her name? Sabalenka missed the backhand wide, right? Aiming for the ultimate precision in tennis, the line. She's trying to hit the line because the little girl had covered everything else. The moment you start aiming for lines, time has already been up 10 minutes ago. And that is how Coco wins matches and titles and trophies. First, she steals your space. Then she steals your time. What? I had to share that with y'all. How many of y'all knew that? How many of y'all knew that? Ricky Scott, you just come in and tell me Indiana then collapsed to the basket. Oh, yeah, I saw that. My bad. I saw that, Rick. I didn't acknowledge you, man. My bad, Rick. Sonya. I said, I got to share that. Hey, y'all. Hey. Let me tell you something else that happened. Y'all know them women. Before I go, before I tell y'all about, I told y'all, did I tell y'all there's about to be some lawsuits? I told y'all about to share this show. It's about to be some lawsuits about this NCAA and getting this money. I got one for you. But before that, I want to give you this. I need you. Gonna put it back up there. Gonna make it big for you. I want you to look at that QR code. I want you to get it later. I'm gonna make this big. But I want to tell you about this event. I want to tell you about Heaven Bound. Hold on, I done messed it up. I want to tell you about Heaven Bound Ministries. They celebrating 35 years of faith, mentorship, academic, and athletic excellence. Proceeds support the HCL Reach Foundation. Mission is to help underserved students, athletes succeed in sports, school, and life. All you got to do is click on that and bring you a foursome, a twosome, a onesome, or just donate to the call and click on that, register now. Y'all, great event. If you want any information, 832-390-1831 on July the 3rd. Save the date, July the 3rd. Save the date, July the 3rd. But I want you to register before that. If you've got vendors, you got some sponsorships, you want to talk about your business, you want to be on a hold, you want to put your business on a hold. You get your whole, this whole right here, whole one. That's Sonya Billings Ministries. Whole two, that's Kenneth Gamble's Industries. Whole four. That's Ricky Scott's turkey leg hut. Eric Harrison. So I mean, all these possibilities can happen. But July the 3rd, make sure you that QR code, put it on your phone and see what these people are doing in this community for 25 years. Let's help them. Okay? All right? And don't forget about this. Don't forget about this. Watch this.
Remember this. When you
That's the pro-am, y'all. Hold on. I got to show the women too.
Nothing warms my heart more than being able to see my girls on the court. And they've always been a team full of like straight hoopers.
For a while there it was rough, but lately I've been doing better.
I had to cut that off because I don't know if that song copywritten or not. I had to cut that out. I can't get the show canceled, but that's what's going on at the No Excuses Pro League. It starts this Friday, 6 o'clock, and then on Saturday start at 2. Then on Sunday starts at 12, and that's our crown jewel. We're gonna celebrate Father's Day that day. I can't wait. My boy Scotty Scheffler is he got a chip. He got a chip to win. I mean he on the second hole. Oh, he gonna put it. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I'm just letting y'all know. I'm watching this too. I could do, but Ken Gamble, before we came when we came out before I went into the commercial, you said mental and physical strategies, that's high level. That's basically what you just said that Indiana's doing to its opponents. Yes, Coco Gauff is doing that to her opponents. That's her superpower. But y'all, it's a group of women athletes filed an appeal of the House versus the NCAA settlement approval. Let me read it to you. A group of 8 women filed an appeal to the House versus NCAA settlement approval on Wednesday, arguing that it violates Title IX gender equity statute. Front Office Sports has learned that the appeal only challenged the back damaging portions of the settlement, the money that they're gonna have to pay. It's the first appeal of this landmark, y'all, it's gonna be a lot of them, settlement, which would offer $2.8 billion to back damage to athletes who couldn't earn NIL name, image, and likeness. Shoot, I wanted to, I ain't even talked to my son. Man, hold up. Let me text him right quick. Man, did you put in your claim to the NCAA? Hold up, man. I forgot all about that. Because we could have been capitalizing on his name. Hold up. I know he have. Let me see. Hey, man. So you can get some of my money back. Hey, did you petition the NCAA? Hold on. About the NIL, the back, what they call it? The back damages. Damage, because he was just 1 year. He probably did. We ain't never talked about it. Of NIL. And he probably didn't do it, man. He probably didn't do it because he would have called me about it. Happy Father's Day. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Tina. Tina, we're going to have so much fun. But y'all, hold on. Let me talk about these girls now. Y'all watch this. Hey, y'all, it's going to be lawsuits all over the place. Watch this now. So these women saying, y'all ain't giving us enough. That's what they saying. They said it violates Title IX because the female athletes are supposed to get everything that the men get. They should receive less money than the football players and the men's basketball players in damages and payments of revenue sharing. because they're really right, because we don't know what these women, if they were famous enough, they could have, they got a case. Wow. Women said, man, we need some more of that money. And the settlement suggests that the schools would pay the male athletes 90% of the revenue over the past 6 years, as though Title IX didn't apply. She said, if Nike wants to do that, that is their choice. If the school or the conference acting on the school behalf tries to do that, then they're violating the law. Ooh, I like this girl. Ooh, I like these girls. They can either pay the athletes proportionally, or they can return all of that federal fund. But they can't do both. Man, let me get me a drink on now. I kind of like that. Now for the court, will stay the back damages portion of the settlement. Because if they go to court, they delaying the payments until the appeal is resolved. Wow. Wow. Y'all, let me read this again. For now, the court will stay, or will say the back damaging portions of the settlement, or will stay it, okay. Delaying the payments until the appeal is resolved, Harris said. The appeal itself will be filed in the Ninth Circuit. Wilkins, the judge who did it, has previously that objections related to the Title IX did not move her. And the judge, this is a woman judge, said this didn't move her. And her reasons was the House settlement is an antitrust case, not a gender equity case that has to offer damages and other relief based on the money that players could have earned if the rules were different. Even if that, but for. I love them if that, but fors. But for the world wasn't equitable. Wilkins, who is a woman, the judge who was over this whole thing, did say in her approval decision, however, that athletes was free to sue on the Title IX grounds in the future, but not on this right here, baby girl. Outside the settlement, there is no requirement for revenue sharing payments to be equitable. In the waning days, of the Biden administration, the Department of Education released guidance suggestions. It would be considered revenue sharing payments for subject to Title IX. They had already, man, this gonna be a mess. I don't know where Jimmy at. Radio, call him. You got his number. Wow. Whew. Some changes coming to college basketball next year when you watch it. The coaches will have one challenge a game. I can't stand that because they're gonna be doing this and they're gonna be doing this in college basketball now. They're gonna have one challenge. If the challenge is if it's not good, if the challenge is a bad challenge, guess what? They lose that challenge and a timeout. If it's good, they keep the challenge and keep the timeout. Dustin Johnson just hit a good shot. Oh, that's okay. But and they also thinking about having in men's college basketball, that's the only major sport that deals in halves like that all over the world. Men's college basketball in the United States. So even in the Olympic Games, it's halves. In European basketball, it's half. The only thing that the people that do that is United States basketball, men's basketball. So they thinking about trying to figure out, and you know what, y'all? They keep saying something, and they said something about it kind of got to me. They said something about the reason they want to keep it at 2 halves because of the media timeouts. Media timeouts. So it's the same 40 minutes. You can't chop the media timeouts within the 4 quarters. 10, 10, 10, 10. You can't chop them up. You know, because I think they stop at the 16-minute mark, the 12-minute mark, 8-minute mark, and the 4-minute mark in men's college basketball, right? Could y'all come up with something that, because they got a panel, shit, maybe y'all got a better grasp on it. How can we chop that up in half? Couldn't we just have 2 in the first quarter, 2 in the second quarter, 2 in the third quarter, and 2, I mean, how hard could that be? 1 at the 5-minute, wait a minute, one at the, oh, I got to see how they're going to chop it up. 1 at the 4-minute mark and the next one at the, you know, I don't know, at the 2-minute mark. Then, y'all tell me, Tina, you smart enough. Jay Jackson, they're trying to figure out how to, in men's college basketball, how to divvy up. Instead of 20 minutes halves, they want to have 10-minute quarters. But how do they divvy up? How do the women do it? I thought about how do the women do it? I got my sheet somewhere. Y'all, if I had my briefcase in here, it's all my TSU stuff is in the other room. I want to see how the women do because they'll show. I want to see if any referee on college referee on it. How do they divvy up? Hold up. How do they time out in the women's game? Because y'all act like y'all. I'm not up here to entertain y'all now. Y'all got to help too. How how do the media timeouts work in women's? Nobody's put up nothing yet. College basketball. I figured that. That's why I had to do it myself. I didn't even think about it until that. How did the media timeout work in? Okay, here we go. Let's see. Let me see. How it works in women's basketball. I said women's basketball, man. I said, these people gave me the wrong shit. Let me get back up in here. How did in women's college basketball? Okay. All right, here we go. In women's college basketball, timeouts are used to provide advertising break for broadcasters because that's important because TVs pay the bill. These timeouts happen at specific points in each quarter, allowing for a brief stoppage of play for the media. The media timeout occurs at the first dead ball at or below the 5-minute mark in each quarter. Or if the team calls a timeout before that mark, the timeout becomes the media timeout for that quarter. Also, men need, I see what they're doing. See, women ain't got but one timeout. Okay, additionally, the first team called timeout in the second half becomes the media timeout. So women is different than men. Okay, that's why the men make the most money. Wow. How did the 10 minutes in women's basketball? I have an issue at work. We know it's 10 minutes, man. We already know it. I said, how do we break it down? Chop it up to the 6:20, okay, the 6:30 mark and the 2:30 mark, and you still hit with the 8 media timeouts each game. Okay. Thank you, Aaron Wilford. I don't know what that is, Moody. We already know women got 30 minutes, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. No, they got 10. No, women have 10-minute quarters. The men gonna have 10-minute quarters too. But that was unique, man. I'm gonna thank y'all. Thank you, Aaron. Aaron gave some. Aaron, we need to call the NCAA and see where that worked. That's why I told y'all some smart people. Some of y'all just be over. I don't know what y'all be doing. But I saw something, ladies and gentlemen. And at the BET Awards the other night, and the question came up, because it was on one of them shows, but the question came up because somebody, dad asked him, how could you start? Let me get to something first before I, let me get to it first before I think this it. The other night, I need your thinking caps. I need somebody. I need somebody. Talk to me right now. The other night, this young lady, rapper named Doechii, Doechi, I think. She won her award. BET Awards on Culture's big night. But she acknowledged what was happening right outside the building in downtown LA. She said, ruthless attacks. It's a young lady, man. How old is Doechii? Do anybody know how? Let me look it up myself. How old is Doechii? How old is Doe? This is why I love these young kids, man. Doechii. She didn't care about what you gonna do to me with that old man. 26 years old. Her name is, what's her name? Jemiah Hickman. Wow. Doechii. 26 years old. She got her award, ladies and gentlemen. She said, there are ruthless attacks that are creating fear and chaos in our communities in the name of law and order. She mentioned his name. She said, Trump is using military forces to stop a protest. Consider what kind of government it appears to be when every time we exercise our democratic right to protest, the military is deployed against us. People are being swept up and torn from their families, and she feels it's her responsibility as an artist to use this moment to speak out for all oppressed people, for Black people, for Latino people. She said we all deserve to live in hope and not in fear. Let's stand together against hate. 26-year-old girl. Tyler Perry came on there. He mentioned something. But this dad asked his son, how could you start an award show with that? This young girl in this powerful moment. And then honor Snoop Dogg in the same event. And he went off and did the stuff he hung out in Mar-a-Lago with Trump. Just throw that out there right quick. Y'all waiting on me? I'm waiting on somebody to comment. Snoop and Nelly performing, in case you didn't know, at the inauguration ball. Like black people wouldn't find out. No, they need the same energy if y'all gave Chris that Michelle. So, but a dad asked his son, an older guy, said, how could you start an award show with that young lady and then honor Snoop in the same year that he did that stuff for Trump? And the dad said, he said, black people are too forgiving. Black people are too welcoming. He said, man, with me, it's either get down or lay down. Like that. Sound like he from Memphis. It's get down or lay down. Tina, it's get down or lay down. But we got to understand, BET wasn't going to do nothing about it. You know why? Because BET ain't black entertainment television. It's Viacom on television. The two blacks that owned it, they sold it. So we don't control black entertainment television. Used to control it. Old Bob Johnson, old Sheila Johnson said, let's go, I'm finna go get these billions. I'm on this money. Honey. And I ain't telling nobody what to do with their money. She said, Tina said, this young lady used a platform to speak truth to power. Nothing but admiration. Oh, this girl here. Oh, I'm supporting this girl. Because she risked it all now. Y'all got to realize now. She risked it. You know, the execs in Hollywood, they the ones who voted for Trump, they hearted her now. Now we got to make sure we put our arms around and buy everything she said. I don't even like rap, but guess what? I'm finna go support her. It's either get down or lay down. They don't want to sell it to him. Tyler and Byron Allen tried to buy the sale, the BET. They didn't want to sell it to them. I wonder why. It's either get down or lay down. You either support what he got going on and the people that supported that, or you mess with Doechii. I'm with Doechii. Did anybody think about that but me? I'm just trying to see, did anybody even think about that? Because I did. I know it was an Icon Award and he had been playing, but after that Trump stuff, ain't nowhere in the world he could have been my icon. No. When you stand with that dude and you talking naked, man, y'all mad at me because I went to the inauguration. I had something slick to say too. You know, he's slick with the words because, you know, he's a wordsmith. Talking about Snoop. I just be wondering, yo, we be so caught up in our distractions and NBA finals and nobody, we know how much Shea hit. We know Shea didn't have a 24 points, but we didn't know this and nobody, all week, I've been waiting on y'all to talk to me about this. That's why I tell you to share the show. I need some more Tina Jacksons. I need some more Travis Lynches. I need about 100 more Travis Lynches and a 1,000 more Trina Jacksons. But we can get something done on this show. Wow. Then I look at grassroots basketball. Tina, these folk got quiet. Did nobody say nothing but you and Travis. Everybody got quiet. Y'all, all the foolishness is gone. Like I said, we're going to enjoy this show. We're going to have fun. We're going to talk about stuff. But all the foolishness, no. And some of y'all never thought about it that way. That's what I'm here to do. I told you I'm the conductor. I was thinking about this young kid. I've been hearing about this young kid in grassroots basketball for a long time. Long time. His name is Dior Johnson, right? Y'all, let me show you what this kid to do. I don't know what y'all do in this summer basketball to these kids. Watch this, y'all. Watch this. Let me see how old he is first. Let me see how old this little boy is, man. Golly, man, I saw this last night. This. No, I saw this last night, and it just got me. It just got me. I'm gonna share it with you just a second. I just want to see how old he is. Y'all got to check this out. 21 years old, right? 21. Watch this, Ricky Scott. Freight, where you been? Freight, you're a little late. Your boy didn't score with 3 in the fourth quarter. Freight, you're a little late. Where is your king? Is that your king? I'm sorry, Freight. I like him too. I just don't want him to win this series. But this little boy, Tina Jackson, was a top 40 basketball recruit as a young man. Played with Brian and them team. He played on everybody's team. He just flying around it. He was just a mercenary. Paying for this, paying. He first went to this school called Saugerties High School. Saugerties High School. He went to MIG. He went to Findlay Prep. He went to Hillcrest Prep. He went to Fairfax High School. He went to Mayfair High School. He went to Oak Hill Academy. He went to Sentinel High School. He went to Prolific Prep High School. He went to SoCal Academy. He went to Pitt. He went to Clarendon College. He went to UCF. And now he at Tarleton State. I'm going to repeat that again. What is going on in grassroots basketball? Tina, how do you send your son to this many damn schools? What you looking for, Tina? How tall is this boy, man? Hold on. How tall is this little boy? Let me see. From New York. Looked like a grown-ass man. Been all over the world. I remember this little boy. Everybody was talking about him. He's a top 40. I want to know how tall he is. He's a guard. (6'3). Ladies and gentlemen, he started out at Saugerties High School. 1. IMG. 2. Finley Prep. 3. Hillcrest Prep. 4. Fairfax High School. 5. Mayfair High School. 6. Oak Hill Academy. 7. Sentinel High School. 8. Prolific Prep. 9. SoCal Academy. 10. Colleges. Pitt. Clarendon College. UCF. And now Tarleton State. That is Moody. Kevin Freedman. Tina Jackson. Ricky Scott. Jay Jackson. Aaron Wilford. Somebody comment, man. Odyssey. Kenneth Gamble. Sonia. I know some of y'all often back on T. Brink. Ivan Petty Jr. Mr. Katie. You worried about what Jim... Figure that out for me. Eric Bowen. (21 years old. Did y'all... I can't believe y'all ain't saying nothing. This ain't chasing your dream right here, Ricky Scott. Ricky Scott, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 high schools. Something wrong with your ass. And ain't nobody said that. Watch this. I didn't know this, but I'm just telling you. Big Coach said I had absolutely zero. He had absolutely zero presence of a strong male figure in his life. I met the kid before he was a mess mentally. I ain't never met the kid before in my life. Sonya, did you hear what I said? Somebody said, I'm so glad my son decided to put, forget, we ain't talking about your son right now. We talking about what makes somebody do this, Freedman. 10 high schools. Then had two misdemeanor charges up at Pitt that that is Moody. See, y'all. What's going on? Ten high schools, 4 colleges. I really thought y'all was gonna help me with this one. I really did. Well, we can get into something else. Somebody asked me earlier about who I think would win in a one-on-one match between Michael Beasley and ISO Joe Johnson. Doug Jones, I got Doug Jones. Doug Jones, before I go into the ISO, Joe, I need you for the ISO conversation, Doug Joe. But I need you for this too. That ain't it. What I have it at? Doug, explain to me. Explain to me, Doug, in your opinion. Top 40 recruit, Dior Johnson. I never met him before in my life. He started out at Saugerties High School. I don't know where that is. IMG, next, that's 2. Finley Prep, that's 3. Hillcrest Prep, that's 4. Fairfax High School, that's 5. Mayfair High School, that's 6. Oak Hill Academy, that's 7. Sentinel High School, that's 8. Prolific Prep, that's 9. SoCal Academy, that's 10. Doug. Then he went to Pitt. Then he went to Clarendon College. Then he went to UCF. And then he now is at Tarleton State. I don't care what, Tina. The man went and performed at this man's. I don't care who he got pardoned from death row. I don't care. Tina, I don't care. Not my icon. It can be yours. I don't, anybody got an excuse. Everybody got an excuse for doing something. Everybody. That is Moose said, I remember when everyone was worshiping this kid. Yes! Oh, they used to worship this kid like Dior Johnson. Even excuse me, LeBron was part of it too. LeBron was helped in all this mess too. Sonya said, but I must admit, a lot of these kids and young adults don't want to hear nothing no one else has to share. You're right. Yo, you can. I ain't tell. Listen, y'all notice. I don't never tell nobody to stop lacking nobody. You know, because Tina said so eloquent. Let me put what she said. I wonder if Snoop really supports Trump, or is it just the fact that he pardoned a dude from death row. You know, some people play along to get along. I don't. Might be two-faced it, but I can't stop loving him. I ain't never loved him. I can't stop loving him because he have our hands on our youth and still speaks volumes to me. That's good. Now that this dude obviously has commitment issues because he clearly ain't stable, you only move that much when you, Tina, you just messed me up. Because you talked about two, but ain't nobody telling you not to like Snoop. He can't be an icon to me. Icon to you might be different. I love gin and juice just as much as if everybody. But just cause he got somebody off death row, you gonna go perform at his inauguration? You and Nelly? Gotta be out your mind. Seeing what this dude doing in this world in the 2020, you had to be out. You either gonna get down or lay down. I love that. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. You want you to get down? What that man said? Hold up, y'all. I was looking for something. But I got you. If anybody is aligning with that dude, I'm gonna have a problem with you. I don't care how many gin and juices you done played for me. I'm just sorry. I just can't. I just can't. But it's okay. George Johnson, one of those kids that had all the hype early, started listening to it, and when adversity hits, run from it, wants things catered to him. When someone bucks back, he says, I'm leaving because you told me no. See, thank you, Doug. Thank you, Doug. This explains 10 high schools. Thank you, Doug. Andre, thank you. She says, so when a child asks to leave high school, the parents needs to say no. It's something to be said about pushing through, keeping your word, manning up. I like that. And figuring it out. But they kissed this Leah. They kissed this little boy behind. Grown ass men was kissing this little boy behind like he was the next LeBron them, flying him everywhere to play on his son team so his son can win. I remember, Dior Johnson, Dior Johnson, Dior Johnson. Then I see him, I said, he's just another little old guy. But Doug said he one of those kids that had all the hype early. See, he was good early in a young age. And then started listening to the hype. Like Mikey Williams, him and Mikey Williams. If you Google Dior Williams, will you do me a favor? Google Dior Johnson, right? And Mikey Williams ain't gonna pop up. Doug said he was never believing him. They had a bunch of people who looked like it. Absolutely. That man said this sounds like P. Diddy. But Doug, let me get this on out the way because some people was asking me something. A young fella asked earlier, he said, who you got, Hatter? Joe Johnson, ISO Joe against Mike Beasley. Y'all, they call Joe ISO Joe for a reason. ISO mean one-on-one. So, Doug, I went back. Somebody saw it, and I saw this, and I kind of, in no order, I'm going to give you some of my ISO players. Okay? In no order. I'm going to go with Beasley, AI, Jamal Crawford, Michael Jordan, Kobe, Melo, Joe Johnson, KD, Kyrie. Yo, dude, should they do this for the All-Star game? Did you see the following that they had? They was charging $30 a ticket to get in that joint, and it was packed. Joe Johnson, Michael Beasley versus Lance Stevens. Could this be something that you would want to see at an All-Star game? Come on, y'all. I got 6 minutes. 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh. You on? Talk to me, Leah. Bernard King wanna no. Now if King can score, but no. Think about it, Travis. All-Star game. Have a one-on-one, because they don't want to play 5-on-5. Adam Silver. Somebody watching this show that knows them. But give Robert Hatter the credit now. No, don't give me the credit. Get a Boom Boom Room the credit. Get a Chop Shop the credit. That might be good, man. That might be good. Wow. Let me see. I thought we was going to be talking about that. Somebody asked this before we get off. Doug, I need you again. I would love that with $1 million purse, yes. Don't think Doug would participate because they think it will hurt their brand. Well, hey, forget them. We're going to have Joe and them. No. Forget them then. We won't have to have the NBA, former NBA players. Don't nobody want to see the All-Star game, no way. Just honorary, just name them, but we're going to have this contest. Boy. That man said, diminish they shine. Okay. Guess what? Daryl, Barnes, and Doug, they have diminished their shine already in the All-Star game. Let me repeat just what Doug said. It might hurt they've hurt their brands already with this sorry-ass All-Star game. It's hurting the whole NBA. Daryl Barnes, you guarantee. You can't guarantee me nothing because there's a lot of stuff you said that, please, you can't guarantee nothing because you ain't got a league or a player to put it in. So don't guarantee nothing because you don't know what might happen. But you talking about shy away. I'm just telling y'all don't understand what's going on. Their brands are already hurt. The All-Star game used to be the pinnacle. Now we got to say, okay, United States versus for them to play. So they've hurt their brands already. Sometimes y'all got to just understand this stuff. But, Doug, somebody told me this. They said, they put this up on, somebody sent it to me. I can't remember who sent it to me. But they had some comments afterwards. So I want to hear what y'all got to say in these last 3 minutes. He says, some dudes coach. Some are coaches and, coaching, and some are coaches and grassroots coaching. They said some dudes only coach because it gives them a false sense of having authority. Start checking these coaches' resumes. They suck in sports and they suck in life. I'm finna wait on that one. Doug said, bango! Well, let me repeat that again, Doug. Doug, you should have heard the comments. I couldn't write them all down, Doug. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna repeat it again. These people that coach and all this coaching, summer league, and, not summer league, but coaching and this and here and coaching. They said some dudes, they didn't say all. Some dudes only coach because it gives them a false sense of having authority. Start checking these coaches' resumes. They suck in sports and they suck in life. That's why they fighting and cussing the refs and fighting the refs and bringing. Y'all talk to me. Somebody said, taking up for them. Props to the coaches for taking their time from their lives and helping other people's kids. This is the comments. I will never take down someone doing something positive. I see a lot of coaches in the stands, but never on the other side helping out. This wasn't what the coach was about. Look at Don. Look at that Dawn. That Dawn. That Dawn. Boy, I could text you something that'll mess you up, Dawn. Dude, you telling me it's some dudes out there coach because they give. Y'all not all of them, because they're with these people. We ain't talking about all the coaches. Then somebody said, more dudes coach so their underperforming sons can stay on the team. I feel useless. Wait a minute. I feel unless your son is the best or the worst, you're in a dicey spot. I'm just giving these the comments, these people. I didn't make this up. Doug, they said start checking the resumes of some of these coaches. They sucked in sports. And they sucked in life. Yo, I'm just giving you, just check the resumes. Oh, I ain't telling you they are. The people sent me this, and because I know somebody going, every time somebody send me this and I say something, there's a lot of times somebody going to come and try to say something about it. Don, Alfio, Travis, y'all talk to me. Ain't nobody saying nothing to me. Darryl Barnes, you got something to say about everything. I can't believe you ain't said nothing. Thaddeus Mooney ain't said nothing. Keith Avery ain't said nothing. Lester ain't said nothing. Leah. Tina might be gone. Andre. Lionel Rogers ain't said nothing. Jay Jackson, Ricky Scott, y'all must be gone. Kevin Freitman, y'all ain't said nothing. Ain't nobody saying nothing. It's 2:01. Ain't nobody said nothing. Wow. Doug, you telling me I didn't even think this was a real thing. And my boy said, bango. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, bango for me. I got to go. Bango, I got to go. But I wish I could have got some insight on that. Because I'm trying to think about this right now. And nobody giving me nothing. I'm trying to give y'all nothing. He said, I agree to a certain extent. Got to feel some sort of gratification because they don't achieve what they want in life. One more opportunity. He said he coached for free. This wasn't what ain't nobody said nothing about free or not. Travis Lynch, this is what was said. Watch this. Some do coaches because it gives them a false sense of authority. Other words, they ain't got authority at their job, at their house. They ain't got authority nowhere else. But they come out here and want to be the boss. So they said start checking the coaches' resumes. Did they suck in sports? Or is they sucking in life? Y'all, I'm going to give y'all this one. It's a coach talk. And I didn't give y'all this week. I can't believe I messed up. I'm just going to give you one. I'll give you one of them. Power 5 coach, college coach, told me. He said this, Doug. He said, Robert, with this NIL stuff now, I don't trust my assistants to make money decisions for me on this team. Jimmy said these coaches gonna have a lot more responsibility. Jimmy, you were right. Coach told me I'm looking at his life and money decisions he making. How in the hell Can I let them go to a player and tell Doug Jones, this how much of this money I'm finna give you? He said, man, they running this thing now like an NBA team. Robert, you ain't never talked to a coach about no money? I said, no, I talked to the GM and the owner. He said, now, agents got to deal with coaches. And I can't have my assistant coaches going out there cash writing a check that I ain't gonna cash. Don't you say nothing. I need you to coach. Assistant coaches in college basketball. Curtis, I'm telling y'all, Doug, assistant coaches, do your job. Do whatever the coach wants you to do. The coach hire you for a reason. And he gonna tell you to do exactly this what I want you to do. But they want to negotiate. Dude, that ain't your strong suit. You get your ass in here and coach these damn kids. I got this. Because if something happened, see, what y'all don't know, y'all see these coaches getting all this money and all these big budgets. Doug, you was bragging about, I know you didn't brag about, you was talking about Texas Tech. Texas Tech paying all this money out. When they ass keep getting their head tore off, somebody's head gonna have to roll. Them folks ain't gonna keep spending its expectations, Kentucky, when you spend that money. I told y'all, who gonna be the first coach on one of these high budget teams that get fired? Listen, these people giving this money ain't giving this money for lose, man. When y'all out here, it's not even playing. See, and then the ones that win is paying all the money. The ones that win, listen, don't give them no damn credit. They got the best damn team money can buy. Don't judge them. Don't judge the other coaches who don't have the money on the same level. I'm gonna stop right now. I want y'all to hear this one because I'm gonna talk about this on Monday. Don't judge the other coaches on the same level that you judge these coaches who got these $20 and $30 million budgets for their basketball team. You can't judge them against the coaches that don't. But y'all go, they won, they balling, they get that bag. You're supposed to win. But you better make sure you gave that money to the right people. And I see some people giving money away that I ain't nowhere in the world. I'm finna get this money to some of these little. I'm telling you. Yeah, I want y'all to watch this next season. I don't want y'all to be rah. Man, them dudes got the best team money can buy. That man said, go SGA. Hey, and y'all, if SGA them don't win this next game, when is it? If they don't win this next game, they can't beat them boys 3 games in a row, man. Absolutely. Oh, the game is tomorrow. Damn. This is the have and the have-nots. This man don't stop pocket watch. All I'm telling you is, ladies and gentlemen, what did I say? Because some people have a hard time of hearing. Thank you, Alfio, because I know you didn't hear me. I said Don't judge these coaches as they all at. When they got all of these millions of dollars to play with to get players. Don't judge them against the guys who don't have it. I don't mind the haves and the have-nots, but don't judge them the same. You can't. And one of these dudes, maybe 2 or 3 of them, gonna get their ass fired because these people ain't finna give these people all this money to lose. I ain't watching no pocket. They putting it on TV how much money they spending with their dumb ass. I don't have to watch the pockets, Alfio. They showing me their damn pockets. They putting it all over everything. We paying. So guess what? I ain't got to watch their pocket. Shit. Hold up. I ain't got to watch it. They putting it on here. They bragging about it, telling ya. When they get their head tore off. See, when you're paying that money, you got expectations to go to the Final Four and win a national championship. And all of y'all ain't gonna do it. So somebody's head is gonna roll. That's what I was talking about. You, in your limited capacity to hear what I said, I ain't pocket watch because you're trying to protect Texas. Ain't nobody even thinking about Texas because I know they ain't gonna win nothing. I was talking about these other teams, like Louisville. And Texas, hey, them sorry ass Longhorns were never on my mind at all. I promise you, they were never on my mind in this conversation. Ever. But I got to get out of here. Because some people just, I gave y'all 11 minutes that I didn't have. Because, let me hit this button. I'm out.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro, let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, we live.